Television Dude here, and this is a thrift store find video. And right off the bat, I'll tell you that there's no game related stuff. So just like Retro Gamer Sam usually says, if you're watching this for game related stuff, you can turn off now. Before I get started and show you my finds, I'll show you something that I was gonna show in one of my one of my Halloween videos, but I completely forgot about it. Is this old skull. This is the only thing I still have from when I was a real young kid, except for those Rubik's snakes, which I did do a video of those. So if you want to find that, if you're bored or something. But I believe I've had this since I was at least 5 years old, maybe 4, who knows, maybe even 3. I've had this since then. It does have a chip over here on the side. Probably got dropped over the years, but I've never got rid of it. It's like it's something that reminds me of my childhood, so I'll never get rid of it. I believe it has a date on the back that is very hard to see and very scratched up, but I think that's a 1 for sure. That looks like a 0, but it looks like it could have been a 9, but it maybe got wore off. I'm not sure. That's a 7. And that could be a 6. That could say 1976. It's really hard to tell, but that would be about right. 1976, I would have been 3 years old. You know, I could have got it around 4 or 5 years old. That's right about right, you know. Who's to say for sure, but I think it's cool and I'll never get rid of it. Now to the pickups. This first one is a bit odd. Since I just got done watching Salem's Lot, just not even 2 or 3 days ago, I was at a thrift store and I've seen this. David Soul. I didn't even know he could sing, but you know, he's the main guy in Salem's Lot. He's the star of the movie. So I found that interesting, and for 50 cents I say why not. I don't even have a record player that works right now. I don't have anything to even play this on, but I just picked it up anyway. Who knows? There are some other records I would like to get eventually that I used to have as a kid and stuff, so I do need to get a record player. But I thought this was just cool. It says 1976, and Salem's Lot was done in 79, so that's pretty weird. It's got a song on here, Black Bean Soup. Yeah. Hooray for Hollywood. Yeah, okay. I guess that's enough of that. The rest of these are pretty much just VHS. The Return to Oz. I haven't seen this since it came out. I remember seeing it in the theater. My mother took me to see this in the theater back when it came out. Never seen it since. I thought it was a bit odd myself, but I didn't really have the mind back then as I do now, you know. I like odd things now, but I didn't always like odd things then. When did this come out? I'm trying to find a date on here. Some of these just don't have what you're looking for. A date would be nice. I'm not seeing it. See if it's on the tape itself. I'm not seeing a date. That's pretty cheesy. No date on the VHS. It says how long it is, it's PG, it's color. Oh well, it came out in the 80s, yeah. Gumby's Great Adventures. Why did I get this? I used to like Gumby when I was a kid. I don't know if this is the actual old 70s Gumby or not. I really don't know. I assume it is. And I haven't really watched this in a while. I'm sure I could find plenty of Gumby episodes on YouTube if I looked, but I never really bothered. Cool stuff. The Lord of the Rings animated. You know, in one of my other pickup videos I picked up The Hobbit. on DVD. So now I have Lord of the Rings, the animated, on VHS. I heard the Return of the King really sucks, because I heard this one is actually halfway decent, is what I've heard. I heard they made this and they were gonna do maybe 2 or 3 of them. You know, start with this one and then go forward, make another one. But then maybe, I can't remember the story, maybe Warner Brothers didn't let them make another movie, didn't give them permission, or didn't give them the funds, or I don't know. But they made one and that was it. And the people who made the Return of the King one is a whole different animators altogether, I guess. One other group of people. Yeah, I can't talk right, sorry. Face Off. I loved this movie back when it came out. I haven't really seen it since. I actually picked up Face Off at a yard sale earlier this year, but stupid me never even bothered to even open the case to see what was on the VHS. And then when I got home, it ended up not being Face Off. It ended up being another movie. And I felt ripped off. And this other thing was for my sister, so I won't even show that. And I also got this here. This thing. This astronaut guy here. Which is the thing. If you push the button on the back, the face turns back to human. If you push it again, it's the thing. It's really hard to tell in this orangish yellowish kind of mask he's got on, but that's the thing. It says Marvel on his foot, on a copyright of 2005. You can't see that on the camera probably. I could not find this on eBay. I looked up the thing under just simply the thing under the category action figures. This did not show up anywhere. I know it's probably not worth any money, but I always like to know what things are worth that I own. It's kind of like I always go to a thrift store with the thought in mind that maybe, just maybe, today will be the day I'll find that rare item, something that maybe I can resell and maybe get some money to pay my bills, or maybe just get enough money to buy some more retro games. But in my area, that never happens. I never find that item that's worth money. Only once I found that Sega CDX at a yard sale for $1. That's probably my best find ever in the history of finds. Or that Atari 2600 that I got for $5 at a yard sale. But besides that, I don't find great deals. I don't find stuff that I can resell. I always end up just buying stuff that I want, that I'm going to keep, that I'm going to collect. I always go in thinking I'm going to find something that's going to be worth money, but no, I just waste my money on stuff that I want when I don't have money to spend. That's a whole different story altogether. Let's see, but I would like to know what this is worth. I couldn't find it on eBay. I only paid 50 cents for it. And that's another funny story. It was 50 cents, right? And all I had on me was a $10 bill and exactly 50 cents in my pocket. So I handed her the 50 cents. And she's like, oh no, it's going to be an extra nickel because of tax. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll give her the $10 bill, thinking she'll say something like, okay, just give me the 50 cents and we'll call it even. So she didn't have to break a whole $10 bill just for 50 cents. But no, she broke a whole $10 bill just for that extra nickel. These were a couple of old ladies who work in a thrift store. I just found that very odd. I'm fine with her breaking the 10, no big deal. It's just a nickel. But I thought she would just take the 50 cents and be happy with it. But nope. So I guess that's the end of this video, and thanks for watching.